The Apostle Paul's words in Philippians chapter 2, verses 1 and 2 issue an unmistakable call to the Christian life. If there is any encouragement in Christ, any solace in love, any participation in the Spirit, any compassion and mercy, complete my joy by being of the same mind, with the same love, united in heart and thinking one thing. This passage demands unity, compassion, selfless love, and shared purpose, qualities that transcend tribal divides and national borders, grounding our identity in a common humanity and shared spiritual grace. The stark contrast of today's enforcement, when contrasted with the documented tactics of recent immigration enforcement, a profound dissonance emerges. The mandate of Philippians chapter 2, verses 1 and 2, the reality of enforcement actions. Any compassion and mercy. Inhumane treatment. Reports detail cruel conditions in detention centers, including unsanitary cells and a lack of access to basic necessities, constituting a disregard for human dignity. United in heart and thinking one thing, unity. Family separation and community terror. Aggressive raids and deportations, sometimes conducted without discretion, actively shatter families and instill fear in communities, directly opposing the call to be of the same love. Encouragement in Christ. Militarization and aggression. The deployment of federal agents and National Guard troops into U.S. cities, often against the will of local leaders, to execute these policies has been described as military-style operations that create an atmosphere of hostility and aggression against citizens and non-citizens alike, undermining peace and civil trust. Solace in love, the dehumanization of the other. Policies that use rhetoric of invasion and terrorist to describe migrant populations and their supporters create an us versus them narrative. A complete rejection of the self-emptying love, kenosis, from the following verses. That is the heart of the Christian faith. The contrast is not merely one of differing political views. It represents a chasm between a sacred calling and a secular practice. Paul's words call us to build a body, a society, where the compassion of Christ is the first policy, where the unity of the Spirit defines our shared space, and where love is the only border control that matters. The policies of aggression and fear, which are currently fracturing families and militarizing our streets, substitute the divine mandate for earthly power, replacing selfless sacrifice with self-serving force. The unity Paul desired is not a political negotiation, it is the fundamental measure of our humanity. The question for any nation that claims a moral foundation is whether its ultimate allegiance is to the law of power and exclusion or to the radical, world-reconciling law of Christ-like love.